All right, hey guys. So today we are going to be essentially starting our journey towards learning how to use CAD program and learning how to use design program. So the program that we use is called Sketchup. So all you have to do is come up here to your search bar and go to sketchup.com and hit enter, and you'll come to this page here. And we can just click try SketchUp. And we want for personal products or primary and secondary educations, even better for schools. So you want to come over here to primary and secondary, and you want to click get started. And you're going to click I am a student. Because I am an educator, I'm going to click educator, but you would click I am a student and click continue. And they want all of your information, so you are going to sign up and type in your first name, your last name, your school name, email, your country, United States, your state, and then I agree. I am not going to do SketchUp emails, but you are welcome to if you would like. And once you click this button, you're going to have this screen load up right here. You might then have to sign in with Google afterwards because you do need a Google account in order to use this. But your Google account at school will work. Make sure that you use your school account. Click allow. And then you come to this screen right here. This is it. We want to click this start modeling button right here. And this takes us to the SketchUp program. So here is the SketchUp program. Now, today I really don't want to build much. I don't want to do much on this program. I just want to teach you how to navigate around it. Because in all honesty, that's the hardest part of the program. If you can navigate easily around this program, then it's going to be really easy for you. But if you struggle, then it's going to be difficult. And there's one key feature that you need, and that key feature is a mouse. This is really impossible to do without a mouse. So if you don't have a mouse right now, stop what you're doing and go borrow one. I can lend you one. We can get one from the computer lab, but don't try to proceed without a mouse. You need a mouse to run this program, so please go get a mouse before you go any further. And the reason why you need a mouse for this program is that it's really, really key to move around. You have to use your mouse. So on your mouse, you have a little scroll wheel. That scroll wheel, when we scroll in, will zoom in and zoom out. And that's really important. Wherever you kind of are hanging your mouse. So if I want to scroll in on this person, I can put my mouse on the person and move my wheel in, and it will scroll right up and zoom in on the person or zoom out. If I want to zoom in over here, I put my mouse pointer over there, and then I scroll and I can zoom in and zoom out. So you want to point on the thing that you want to look at, and then you can zoom in and zoom out using your wheel. That's really important. So just take a second and practice that. Zoom in on the person, zoom in on a spot over here, zoom in on a spot over here, and zoom back in on the person's face, on the person's feet. And just make sure that you understand that where your mouse is pointing is where it's going to zoom. So that's the very first important navigation tool that I wanted to show you. The second important navigation tool that I wanted to show you is there's the same little wheel. You can click on it. And when you click on it, you can see this little weird icon that looks like I don't know, like a Ferris wheel or something, a little circle, a little whirlwind pops up. So when you click on it and you move your mouse, you can see that it's going to rotate you around like that. Now this is a little odd because the lady is facing you and kind of like follows you around. But you can see that you're having you can rotate around something. And rotate around and rotate around and rotate around. So that's how we rotate around objects. We zoom in and zoom out by using the wheel normally, just kind of like that. And then we can rotate around by clicking the wheel and turning it. Now, typically, objects don't follow you around, so it's a little creepy that she's just following. I'm going to delete her. I clicked on her, I just clicked on her and hit the delete button. And now you can kind of see, if I zoom out a little bit, you can see that I can rotate around this guy by holding the wheel down and moving my mouse back and forth. That's really, really important. These little tricks, those 2 tricks, are really going to help you navigate. Now, there's one other one that I want to do, if I can remember it. I believe it's shift. No, not shift. Is it control? There's one that I get to just move back and forth. And let's see. Oh, that's what it is. All right, so what you want to do is you want to hit the shift button and then you want to click your wheel again. So typically when I click my wheel, remember it's a rotation thing. But if I hit the shift button first and then click my wheel, I can just move it left and right without rotating around the object. All right, so that's how we navigate. Let's talk a bit about that before, right after we're done making an object, because it might be a little bit clearer to see once we make an object. Today, we're only going to make one board. The big lesson of the day today was just to teach you how to navigate around. So let's just make one wooden board. So to make a wooden board, you have all of these tools over here on the left. We're going to come over to these tools on the left, and I'm going to click on this rectangle right here. I'm going to click on that, and there's a bunch of different choices, but I'm just going to click on that very first choice up on the top there. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to start right at the corner here of the origin where all of these lines meet. This blue line is the up and down line. The red line is kind of like, an x-axis. This one green one's like a y-axis, and then that's your up and down like a z-axis. I'm going to click on the origin when they all come together. And you only have to click once. You don't have to hold the button down. You click once, and then you can make a board as big as you want it. So that's how big I'm going to make my rectangle or my board. Now, once again, if we click on our mouse button, we can rotate around and kind of see the board from different angles. And if I hit the shift button and then I press that same mouse wheel, I can kind of just scan back and forth instead of rotating around. I'm just pulling it and pushing it back and forth. Zoom in, zoom out. Rotate around the object by clicking the wheel, and then shift, click the wheel. I'm going to move it back and forth, left and right. And that's really important because sometimes you have to get in close or move around an object and kind of find where we want to go. So you can see this is a nice looking board, but if we take a look from the side view, that's a very flat board. That's too flat. We want our board to have some dimension. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one more tool, and then we're going to call it a day. Over here, right underneath the rectangle, is this guy right here. It's called the push-pull tool. We're going to click on the very top option of that push-pull tool. I can't seem to say that today. We're going to come over to our board, and we're going to click on it, and we're going to pull up. And you can see I can make my board as thick as I want it. And there, I've made my board, and I've given it a little bit of thickness now by pulling it up using the push-pull tool. So, once again, why don't you take a little look around it? And then we can use the shift button to kind of move it over to this side of the screen or this side of the screen. And then what I would like you to do is take a screenshot of that and submit it for your design grade. Thank you very much, and hopefully it goes well for you.